Ever since I've been a young boy, I just love the school. I can't put my finger on it. It's been those who came before me, those that I went to school with, and those that have come after me, and the comradeship, and I still care for the boys today.
When you walk in these doors, you know you're part of something which is much bigger than you, that has a history and has its roots deep in the city and in so many families and neighborhoods. As part of that, that also has a responsibility you have, that how you present yourself as a student and how you achieve as a student, it doesn't just affect you, it affects this institution, which is giving you these opportunities.
Once you become a student here at Roman, the history, the tradition, the character, the proud way in which the young men who attend Roman carry themselves is something special. So you know that you're part of a very, very special community.
When I got here the first time, I couldn't wait. I really couldn't. Because I thought I was going someplace special, someplace very different.
Pretty much been a tradition for the boys in my family to attend Roman Catholic.
To me, it meant being a part of a great tradition. It meant being a part of 117 years of guys coming through here and, really enjoying their time here. And you can see that from the alums that come back and teach here, the alums that just come back and help out here. The people, whenever you walk down the street with a Roman shirt, people recognize you. Whether you're down the shore, wherever you are in the city, people recognize it. And that's because of not just the people here, but the people that came before and the people that came after. It really is, they call it a Roman family, and that's really what it is.
Sure, we push our kids. We push them to be ready for the outside world. It's not a cocoon that we live in. We try to expose them to various aspects of life, real life.
We are located in such a unique situation right in Center City, Philadelphia, that we have our classroom expand beyond the walls of the school. We use the Art Museum, we use the Franklin Institute. We have students take classes at PAFA, Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, which is right down the street in walking distance.
Roman is very focused. It's a graduated program in the sense that ninth graders come in, they're protected, they are nurtured, they're given a little bit of room. And then each year, you're given more independence, more academic independence, more intellectual independence. My son's a junior, and so they're really pushing him because he's got to take the SATs, and he has to begin to make concrete decisions. So they push, but they understand boys. So it works really well.
Our diversity is our greatest asset. It's our strength.
We do have a student body that comes from so many different ethnic, religious, socioeconomic backgrounds. And it's a microcosm of the real world.
Roman is an extremely diverse community. It respects diversity, and I mean racial diversity, geographic diversity, religious diversity. Roman respects people. And so when these young men travel on public transportation, they exude that same respect. They don't see people as being different, they just see people.
There is no white, black, whatever. We're all purple and gold. We're all purple and gold, and we're all a bunch of brothers.
The sports and tradition that existed at the school before I came, and while I was here, I've carried with me all my life.
The athletic program at Roman here, I think is unique because we probably have the the most amount of alumni that are coaches. My fellow coaches, we all believe in this mission, and we all use athletics, to nurture the students here as part of the entire program. Roman has always been known nationwide for their basketball program. There's the numerous Catholic League championships, getting purple and gold out on the floor of the Palestra. 1947 city championship football team is still regarded as one of the greatest football teams to play high school sports in this area.
Young men will at some point not be able to play football anymore, and someone may no longer be a part of a team, but the faith and knowledge that is imparted here will be with them forever, and not only with them, but with generations as the school goes on.
The school gives back to the community is that they take students from every sector of the city, including probably some of the surrounding counties, educate them and put them into the workforce, and with a quality education and a discipline.
I think a lot of the younger people look at these gentlemen coming back year in and year out, dedicating themselves to their high school, men who have been tremendous successes in the business world and medical fields and what have you. And they don't forget their high school.
They say the proof's in the pudding. And if you look at what we've produced over the last 117 years, from every walk of life, from police officers and firemen to medical personnel to clergy and religious, to people working all different industries from business, this is our gift back to them. That is, back to society.
In my business, I see the consequence of not raising fine, strong young men. So I support Roman at every turn because it makes this a better place to live.
It's not changed from the original purpose for which Thomas E. Cahill founded it, and that was to train young men and to send them into society with the values and the Christian education that they needed to grow as holy good men.
The young men come here as raw material, and some of our caring faculty, they take that raw material and they mold it and challenge it and hopefully bring the best out of it.
It's given me more than I could really ever imagine, just through the friends that I've made, the different people I've met, adults and adolescents alike.
When I first learned about Roman, what was said to me was that Roman is a place that takes boys and turns them into men. And that struck me. And that's why I came to visit. And that's why I brought my son to visit, to see this place who felt that its product was men.
If you think about Thomas E. Cahill, the founder of this school, you're talking about someone who was a Philadelphia businessman who never had a formal education, who in essence donated his entire fortune to start a free Catholic boys' high school in 1890. It's unbelievable. There's a tradition, and there's a tradition that this city and the business people of this city and the alumni should forever want to give back.
Thomas Cahill had a dream, and that dream was that young men following him would not be deprived of the opportunities that he himself was deprived of. Our young guys today, they're also dreaming, and they've dreamt through the last 117 years. And it's incumbent upon us as a school community to make sure that our academics and co-curricular, extracurricular, athletic programs, all these things allow our students to pursue their dreams and to continue that legacy. And once again, not so much that they would just enrich their own personal lives, but like Thomas Cahill, would use those gifts and talents, their dreams, to enrich the lives of others.